Hello everyone and welcome to the Edmonds Racing Preview Show. Well, the rains have arrived again, but the team's on fire. 3 winners from 3 starters at Ipswich yesterday, and well done, fellas. Must be nice to finish with a perfect record.
Been a while coming too, by the way. We've been very quiet, but it was good for those 3 horses to win yesterday. Trent blew the flag up there, so he can talk about them, but it was good because, as I mentioned, we've been very quiet. All our owners have been very patient, which is good. We've come through that really wet period, and their horse have been on the back foot a little bit, sort of the first few runs of their prep, and it was good to see a couple of those horses perform well first up. Philly Special was really good. She got back a fair way and run on nicely. Burlsy was extra good after a good ride from a bad barrier, which I thought he did a good job, Robbie. So congratulations to Robbie too. He stood up yesterday and rode beautifully.
Had the double, yeah.
Yeah, and also Callow on Prince Amongst Men. So that was good. Good effort by the team. You know, all our staff as well. You know, they've been working their absolute ring out at home here in some testing time. So you know, we've got a relatively new crew. So they're all getting used to the things. There's a few new things we're implementing at home, you know, feed regimes and different stuff. So we're all starting to get used to that, and the horses will start to get used to that. And I think onwards and upwards, and looking forward to the rest of the winter. It's normally a quiet time for us, but springtime and getting into the spring, summer, into the Magic Million Carnivals, we're looking forward to.
Very good. Well, hopefully a sign of things to come. Trent, you were there on the scene. Let's talk through the winners. Burlsy, obviously, he's a horse that was up and about early and got out over a trip, but he showed a fair bit of dash yesterday.
Yeah, he sprinted well fresh. To be fair, I think we found some nice races for them yesterday. The 2 maideners, well, particularly Prince Amongst Men, but Burlsy was sort of knocking on the door after 2 trials. Robbie gave him an absolute fantastic ride, one off the fence after not very far. It's quite funny. He comes off the bridle at the half mile over 2200, and yesterday he actually trucked up behind him, and I thought he was going to win very easy. He made hard work of it again, hanging in, hanging out. He's got a bit of trick about him, but we'll sort him out hopefully, and hopefully he can go on and win a couple more if we place him right. Maybe keeping him fresh might be the go rather than overtraining him and losing his legs and sending him out over a journey. We might have a think about that, but
just keeping him to the shorter trips.
Yeah, just see how he is, I guess.
But in fairness to him, he was a young horse last prep, and
they all.
We give him a hammering. He had a lot of racing in one preparation.
We just thought he was going to be a plain horse, and we get a maiden out of the road and maybe move him on.
Yep.
That was our train of thought. But his pedigree's okay, isn't it?
Pedigree's right.
Yeah,
it's a Kinter.
He should just get better with all that big prep under his belt last time, and this prep he's done everything right. I would probably like to see him. He had a bit of tidying up in the coat to do. I would like to see him maybe a little bit heavier. He's lightly framed, sort of big rangy fella. Wish he carried a little bit more condition, but that's for us to work out.
Yeah, well done to the Arch Park team there with Burlsy. It was well deserved, and so too was Prince Amongst Men. He's been knocking on the door, hasn't he? And he finally got the rewards yesterday. A good ride from Mr. Callow, the Prince and the King.
Yeah, that's about it. The first prep we gave him, he ran into some sharp horses his first couple, and then I think his last run at the Sunny Coast, he'd done a fair bit wrong, and he wandered in and out, and he'd had enough by then. This time around, when he ran another placing over here over the 900, I thought, oh, here we go again. But he'd done a lot wrong the other day as well, sort of went around the world and wanted to hang in, hang out, and not race quite true. Noel cleared a couple of ordinary horses underneath him, and he ran a good time and a good last 600, but he probably just went a little bit free within himself, having to cross those lesser horses early. So it was a good effort, good win, sustained speed. Maybe the blinkers might come off in future.
Yeah. Okay. And then the horse that made it 3 from 3 is Philly Special, and pretty good record now.
For Corvo, who's one of Dad's good mates, golfing mate, sent her up here, not even thinking she'd ever get to the races, if I'm right in saying that.
Yeah, they thought she was a wobbler, actually.
They thought she was buggered.
The breaker from Scone, I think he was.
Okay.
It sort of highlighted, she struggles in behind, and she had a couple of issues, and they sort of similar to a wobbler, but not the case, which is good. And she was good.
Sent up a while back now, obviously with the intent to just
win a race with her.
See what you
try
can do.
and win a race, or if she's no good, just send her straight back and whatnot.
Wow.
And she has been in work a long time. She had 4 trials, but she got really crook in between. I think it was her second one, or the one where she was going to go off to the races. So we give her another 2 trials. She's so big and gross, so you'd have to think she'll improve, and probably even, as Robbie said yesterday, just a little bit of a steadier ride. Let her find her feet rather than try and rush her up on into it, because she's not brilliant out of the barriers anyway. And then she'll hit the line hard. She'll attack the line. But she was super. Got shuffled back halfway around, and that actually played into our favour. They fanned off. Robbie cut the corner and went bang. Awesome.
Yeah,
A lot
very
of the
good.
Invincibles are a bit like that. Well, we had Hoots, and naturally she was a free running thing, and a couple of YPO and them type of horses that were, on that first crop of Invincibles, they were all fast running things. But
Arthur and Harry reckon if
Arthur and Harry, they've always been adamant that if you ride them quiet, and Billy Mitchell, if you ride them quiet, you'll get a better result with them, and she's a bit like that. And a few others we've had are very similar. So I think going forward, it's a good bit of information we've got from the guys, and some of these horses don't need to be actually revved up and run through the bridle. Can come back and finish off like she did. It was a good effort.
Yeah, it was a good effort.
Because she did lose a bit of ground between the
heaps. She was second last
the
pair.
6 and 700, or the 700 and the
Australian.
600. She ended up drifting right back, which I thought she was in trouble. And then when he made ground on her and got that got through on the inside there, she picked up very quickly and put them away pretty quick. One coming in late, but first up, good effort.
Very good effort, yeah.
And as Trent said, she's a gross thing.
big
She'll
as me.
improve.
Yeah.
She'll improve quickly now. Once she gets back race fit and hard, she'll be fine.
Very good effort.
Well done, boys.
Yeah.
Those guys that are in that, they race Star Witness, so they've got their own
Star
little-
Witness Bloodstock.
Yeah, so they've got their own little company called Star Witness Bloodstock. That was their first horse, I believe. So he's turned out to be a great sire, and these guys are giving us a go with her, which is good, and hopefully we can get another one.
Very good. 1 from 1
I
from
agree.
their first venture.
Yes.
Very good. And then it was almost 4 from 4. Empress Zoo, Toby, you went down to Moolumbar and ran a narrow second there.
Yeah, she was good. She drew awkward, and we thought, Trent and I talked about in the morning, just it was an average race. We thought we'd just send her down there, she'd just be able to win, even though she drew poorly. She actually got outside lead easily, and then some bird brain on something decided that he'd rush up outside the whole lot of them and take them all on, and as Sean rightly pointed out, he knew the form of the thing that did it, and it was like 100 to 1 or something, so he didn't want it falling back in his face, so he just had to kick up in between it to hold it out, and made her really get aggressive and on the bit. So she hadn't raced for 6 weeks, I think it was, a little while in between runs, a couple of minor setbacks too. She had a bit of swim colic and had an infected eye in right leg, I think it was.
Yeah.
So probably just told in the end, but once she draws a barrier, that filly, with a bit quieter ride, you'll see her finish off. She's bred to run a bit further, so I know we're banging on about her getting beaten at Moolumbar, but realistically she should have won, and she's a bit better than that once she gets the right barrier, right ride, and she'll be a lot more competitive in better races than that.
Yeah. Take her off her first run on the Polly when she finished
Yeah.
not far off Burning Bell, when she was sort of half fit,
Yeah.
and go off that form. Forget yesterday, it was disappointing she got rolled, but that's racing.
Okay, 1 to follow there then.
For sure.
Okay, well, let's get into this weekend's preview. And as you can see, the weather's, the rains have arrived, and there's meant to be a lot more coming. So I guess that's a bit of a disclaimer ahead of the weekend.
Yeah, it's forecast all up and down the eastern seaboard, so we're in a bit of trouble, I think, this weekend.
100 mils.
Yeah, especially here. Sunny Coast will race naturally, but it'll get. They're winter tracks, and they're not going to be able to sustain much weather, I don't think. Hopefully Grafton doesn't cop it quite yet. I know the forecast there was a little better than here. So if the forecast is true, which they are pretty accurate these days, Grafton may be okay for this week. But anyway, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yep, fair call. All right, we'll keep an eye on the track ratings, and let's get in the preview. Sunshine Coast Saturday, Corfe Castle, last start winner, Trent, lines up in the Bruce McLaughlin, the 2-year-old classic here, and barrier 13 for Jimmy Byrne.
Form around him's been okay. Barrier horrible. Horse of John Simons has come out and won over here last Saturday out of one of his previous races, out of his last start, sorry.
Frank the Form.
Yeah. Johnny Rocker done a bit too much work in the stakes race on Saturday, give a really good kick and got run down late.
But won a stakes race previous to
Won a
that.
stakes race after, the prior start. And Northern Pride finished a close second on Wednesday in a maiden at Eagle Farm. So the form around him's pretty good. Horrible barrier, but he's got good speed. I think it's a good chance to maybe just ride him a touch off the speed.
Yep.
Maybe, not bang him out, but make sure he begins, let the speed outside him, get on with it. He'd be 3 wide line with that one turn, get down the middle of the track at the right time and see how he goes. Probably a good each way chance. I would have been more confident had he drawn in, but with this weather now, maybe the barrier draw's not so bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So that, well, I guess it's a bit of a step up, isn't it? So it's a bit of a good test to see where he's at and how he
undoubtedly,
measures up.
yeah, it is a step up. But I suppose you've got horses like that Catwalk Criminal, who is $10 in the market or something, 3rd or 4th pick, and it's coming off a 2-length win at Bow Desert against some bad horses. So pretty even bunch. I don't see any stars. Gollan's 2 favourites have drawn ridiculously wide, and they were on speed when they won their races the other day. So you think that the speed's going to be hot. We'll be just off them and hopefully pounce nice and late.
Okay, well there you go. Bit of confidence there. Each way value around Corfe Castle, and good luck to the Lucky Clover
It's
team
about
there.
30 to 1, yeah.
Yeah, very good
Why
value.
would it be 30 to 1? And that horse that won at Bow Desert 10 to 1? Seriously?
Well, he won't be after people see this show. So that's why it pays to watch this show.
Not that many people watch it.
600 viewers. We're aiming
600?
for 1,200.
1,200, okay.
Come on, guys.
So
Double
share
up.
it.
A bit of
Share it.
support would be good.
All right, well, that's the Sunny Coast runner there. Home track, Gold Coast Saturday. Amersfield resumes in a maiden handicap over the 1,100 and it's had 2 trials heading into this. What do we expect?
Need a run, definitely need a run.
Not if it's wet.
Most likely won't run if it's heavy, so
Yeah.
Okay.
we'll wait and see, wait and look with him. He might just need a run or two this time through too. He's a big guy, big gross horse. Been a little bit plain in his trials, although they've been on
Effective tracks.
tracks, so forget that and just wait for it to firm up a bit and he'll be fine in a run or two.
Okay, he's the wine horse. The
Yeah, he's-
agreement
yeah,
about
so
the
we've
wine,
got
is that still on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Chris might have forgotten about it, but I haven't.
Oh, there you
so,
go.
We've got to try and get him as right as possible.
Okay, but maybe not this one.
I've missed this. What is it?
No, it's
The-
not, because it's not for you.
Oh, you haven't
It's
told
only-
him.
It's me only.
Chris,
Chris Wessel.
Chris Wessel has promised a case of...
Amersfield and Bremers. They're named after wine.
Yeah.
If he,
Amersfield.
when he
I
wins
know
the
where that
race,
one-
he's going to give me a case of the Amersfield.
Okay.
So
cool.
you decided not to share that
No,
information?
Chris just comes straight to me. That's fine.
Oh, they're
He don't
solid.
drink
They're
it
solid.
anyway.
All right, so
do
maybe
you know?
not tomorrow. Wait for another
Wait
day.
a run.
Wait
Yeah.
another day. Yeah.
Okay. Louisiana Star also in the Arch Park colours, second up in the cutest 3-year-old maiden plate over the 1,200 and was 8th when resuming. I guess looking for improvement here.
Yeah, it needs to improve. She was ordinary with a good run in transit the other day when our other filly sped along at 70 to 1 and kept running. I thought she had every chance to do something and she got tired late. So maybe if we just
I'll ride a bit more
Ride a
patiently
bit.
tomorrow. Yeah.
a touch more conservative and then let her hit the line.
Okay.
But she's had a run, so if they race, she could probably go around. It won't hurt her. She's a gross
fit enough.
thing.
And,
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, we're looking for improvement there. And Tobe, to finish off Grafton Sunday, as you say,
Oh,
track conditions.
good.
The Lioness.
John Carlton
John
Cup.
Carlton Cup.
We won the John Carlton Cup one time.
War ends.
War Ends, yes. The infamous War Ends.
Yes.
Poor guy.
What year?
Oh. About 8
Bobby
years ago?
Alyssa rode it. I think it was nearly 10 years ago, 2012. If you go to the video
what
ref, have a
what
look.
rate? What weight did it carry?
Oh,
No, it would
59
have been
or
light.
something.
No, I don't know. I can't remember.
I'm sure you would know.
I can't remember.
But the Lioness, yeah, we mentioned her last week. She won her latest trial, and so you're looking to win the John Carlton Cup.
Yeah,
for the second time.
she's drawn a bit sticky actually. Again, we scratched her on Wednesday because she drew poorly. And that track was pretty firm up there. She's a wet track winner, so I think we're probably going to run. We can't keep scratching her. If the track's not too heavy, we'll definitely run. Going well though. She had a good trial the other day, and she's going quite well. And she's very competitive, fairly early in her prep. So and she tries really hard. Robbie's probably just got to ride her a bit quiet, and she should click up nicely, I think.
Okay.
Good chance.
Well, good luck to everyone there. Hopefully, the weather's all good and they go ahead. So it looks like the bookends, Saturday and the Sunday runners are the best chances.
Yes.
Best bet?
Best bet?
You'll be waiting a while, but it's about 4:45 Sunday afternoon at Grafton.
No, I reckon the 2-year-old can nearly win. I know he's stepping up a bit in grade, but I just think he's going to get a love. Even though he's drawn terrible, he's going to get a nice run, and he'll find the line strong. That guy, he's a real competitive little horse, and got good ability. He's quite quick if you want to use him. Not that we need to do that on Saturday. I think he'll get to a 3-wide line. Jimmy Byrne will find the right part of the track at Sunny Coast, and I think he can beat him.
I suppose what's important to note too about that, he's coming back
30
to
to 1.
1,000.
Yeah, from 11.
Yeah, he'll be strong.
But if it's wet, providing he gets through, he'll be really strong though.
His wet track pedigree's not too bad either.
No,
I don't think.
it's okay.
Yeah,
It's good.
so he's hoping.
Well, there you go.
30 to 1.
Each way value, yeah.
No, well, straight out. Get into it.
Straight out. Don't even worry about the place.
Beautiful, that'll do.
All right, and then we'll see what price the Lioness comes up for Trent's best bet.
Yeah.
All right, well, there you go. A couple of good chances. Good luck to everyone over the weekend.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck.